Hello again in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom. Today I'm going to be talking about the magic of crossroads and what type of energy crossroads have. Now, a crossroads usually is where three roads meet, so you can get a three road crossroads, three roads that intersect, um, and or you can get a four road crossroads. Now there are many gods and goddesses that are associated with crossroads. There are many. The only one I know of, though, there are many gods and goddesses that are specifically associated with crossroads, meaning they've got a connection or a spiritual connection with crossroads. And Hecate is one of those goddesses. She's known as the guardian of the crossroads, and so she protects the crossroads and she's associated with the crossroads. Now Hecate loves freeway crossroads, so the number 3 is very sacred to Hecate, and where there's three crossroads, where three roads intersect, and they're very sacred. And you can find a lot of freeway crossroads in DL Estate, and a lot of forests, woods. You can find them. But even a four road crossroad is still got a connection with Hecate, because be it a four road, Hecate may love freeway crossroads and have a stronger connection with them, but she's also got a connection to a four-way crossroad as well. And if you think about a crossroads, you've got the journey you were walking, and then you've got maybe one. If you're walking a freeway crossroads, you've got the journey you were walking, and then you've got two choices, and only one of those choices are the right one, because a lot of people in life, they're in a crossroads. And I think that's the magic of crossroads. I've been at a crossroads in my life. We all have. We've all had issues, struggles. And a lot of people would find themselves with alcohol addiction, drug, or a combination of both. They're in a crossroads. So you're walking this difficult path. You're causing yourself a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. You may even be causing others pain and suffering because you're not in the right headspace. But you can't walk back in time and rewrite the wrongs. You can only change your past and try and make amends for the wrongs. But a lot of people, they walk the wrong path in life, and then like a circle, they're trying to walk back, and they keep doing the same old thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And when you've got an addiction or issue, you're trying to fill this void, this emptiness. And I've spoke about that, having an emptiness inside. And we all find ourselves at a crossroads in life, be that financially, be that in our love life. Some people, they start a romantic relationship with someone. That person they're with might not necessarily be a bad person, but that person they're with isn't right for them. And because that person may end that relationship, that person may be mature enough to understand, and these two people they can't be friends because of the past or the things that's been between them. That may be an option, but you've got to end it and never see this person again. Or, but one of you's agreed to end it for the highest good of both of you, and you can still be friends. That might be an option. It all depends. But that also brings you to crossroads. And crossroads, to me, all the gods and goddesses are connected to crossroads, because there are specific gods and goddesses connected to them, like Hecate. But to me, all gods and goddesses help you when you're at a crossroads in life. It means you're lost. You don't know where to go. Like the Two of Swords tarot card, whenever that comes up for my clients, that they're at a crossroads, and that could be in their love life, that could be within their financial life, but they're in a crossroads, because the Two of Swords tarot card, it's a woman that's blindfolded, so she can't really see the path that's best for her ahead, and she's got two swords, and those two swords indicate two choices, and being very, very defensive as well, feeling on edge and needing to defend yourself and having two choices presented to you, but only one choice is the right one. And then the water and the back of the Two of Swords indicate listen to your intuition, listen to your gut. And the gods and goddesses that come into our life, they encourage us to listen to our intuition. Our inner voice is really our connection, our link with the gods, with our spirit guides, our angels. And that's the magic of Crossroads. With each and every one of us, we find ourselves at a crossroads in life. We don't know where to go. We don't know where to turn. There's a few options open to us, but we don't know what the right one is. And a lot of people, some people, Hecate will come through to people like she came through for me, and she's came through for a lot of other people who were at a crossroads in their life, because she helps them. And when you're in a crossroads in life, you're in a period of darkness, and Hecate shows the torch. She gives you that light in the sense showing you light through the darkness, but also knowledge and wisdom to get through that difficult situation. And Hecate's done that for me time and time again, and if you work with Hecate, you may have experienced that as well. For some people, there's other gods and goddesses that I work with and they've also helped me, like goddess Isis. But some people, Isis is their main goddess, their patron goddess, and she's helped them transform their life because she's a goddess of transformation and she's brought healing. For some people, it might be Aphrodite, but it's their main goddess, and she's helped them love themselves. She's helped them create a beautiful life, because in the Roman mythology, Aphrodite was the goddess of Venus. She was the goddess of Venus. So she was Venus in the Roman mythology, and Venus is the planet of love, of beauty. And in the Greek, she was Aphrodite. And the planet Venus corresponds to Aphrodite, because essentially Aphrodite is the goddess of love, of beauty, and she helps you love yourself. She helps you draw in the right partner if you're open to love, and she helps bring beautiful things in. For some people, it may be the Christian path, and they follow the Holy Trinity, and they honour Jesus, and Jesus might have helped that individual through their crossroads and give them the wisdom, the knowledge. And the magic of the crossroads is we all find ourselves at a crossroads in life. Sometimes more than our fair share, we find ourselves at crossroads. Now, there are many spells, rituals you can do at a crossroads, but if you're going to do spells and rituals involving a crossroads or at a crossroads, make sure it's a crossroads in nature, because when I'm out and about, there'll be sometimes where I live, there's a crossroads, there's three roads that intersect. So my house is at a crossroads. When you're driving, there may be crossroads, but because these places, people drive on them and they're not safe to do a spell or ritual at. But if you go down in nature, there's a lot of crossroads you can use where three roads meet. And DL Estate, when you first walk into DL Estate, there's a great sign, and that's got a crossroads sign, so you can do a spell or ritual there. At Detmon is the new moon. So Detmon, when it's a new moon, you can't really see the moon in the sky. It's complete darkness. So the new moon's also referred to as the dark moon. And you can go to the crossroads at Dale Estate or somewhere in your local property in nature, and you can leave offerings to Goddess Hecate. When celebrating with Hecate, you would invoke Hecate, you would say a prayer, a mantra, and then you would leave your offerings, and then you would walk away. Don't look back. So leave your offerings. Those offerings are for Hecate and for the restless dead that walk with Hecate. And then you would slowly walk back to your home after you've left your offerings, you've given your gratitude. You would slowly walk back, not running, slowly walk back, and don't look back. Once you walk away from that crossroads, don't look back. And I do this every new moon. This is Detmon. I do it every new moon, and that's a ritual what I do to honour Hecate, because she is the guardian and goddess of the crossroads. But there are also many spells and rituals. To me, crossroads are also connected to liminal spaces. So you can work with the crossroad energy to develop your psychic abilities, because we're all psychic some more than others. So just like a bush or a hedge grows between your neighbour's garden and your garden, and hedges represent in-between energy, so the archways, liminal crossroads also represent liminal space, because Hecate is the goddess of liminal space. And you can work with that energy of liminal space, the energy of the crossroads, to develop your psychic abilities. You can find a crossroads in nature and meditate at it, and that can help you as well. So there's lots of spells, rituals involving a crossroads, and I think the beauty of life is there's so many people in life that find themselves at a crossroads, and I think none of us escape that place of being at a crossroads. And as a psychic reader, that sometimes came up in a reading with the clients that I do readings for. They've either had drug, alcohol addiction, or they've been in a relationship, or they're in a relationship which brought them into a crossroads. Sometimes that client, after a reading, may feel a bit more comfortable. I never ask questions when I do readings, but at the end of any reading, I always ask that client if they have any questions, but they can ask me. And sometimes I get to know these people, my clients, and they become good friends, and they might talk to me about their spiritual experiences or their life in general. And sometimes I become good friends with lots of different people. They feel they can trust me, and they feel open enough to trust their life story to me, and I keep it private between us, and I never mention their name. But there's a lot of people I've spoke to who've been in AA, who've been in AA, and essentially these people in AA, they were at a crossroads. Even my auntie at one time, she was at a crossroads in her life, not just a spiritual crossroads, but also a metaphysical crossroads, because there was a four-way road and there was a telephone box, but she was in a crossroads in her life, but she made a call that benefited her and changed her life for the better, and she got the help she needed. So everyone in life finds themselves at a crossroads, and I think that's the magic of it, but you can't escape it. And we all go through in life we all go through some type of trauma, difficulty, but good things don't last forever, and bad things don't last forever. But the bad things you go through in life, or the problems you go through, they're there to teach you lessons. That's what they're there for, to teach you lessons. And the good things in life, they're there to be enjoyed, to celebrate, and they also teach you lessons. As always, this is me just sharing some knowledge, some wisdom. And if you think of a freeway crossroads, you think past, present and future. You have your past, what you may be repeating and continuing to do. You have the present moment where you are now, and you have the endless possibilities what could be. And then if you've got a four-way crossroads, that's, again, the fourth one would represent endless possibilities. And when we see into the future, that's what we're seeing. There's things that could be, but you can also alter the future by making certain changes and decisions. But there are some things that are part of your future that you cannot change, that are infinite. And the future is a realm of infinite possibilities. Just like a crossroads symbolises different aspects of your life. And there's a lot of paths you could take in life, but only one of them is the right path. And that's what crossroads symbolise, and we all find ourselves at a crossroads in life. And it's just a magical journey, and so many people, they find wisdom through trauma. They find wisdom through trauma. Sometimes our trauma relates to past lives, but also a lot of people find trauma in this life, and that trauma is difficult, it's painful, and I sympathise with people that go through trauma. And sometimes people have been able to turn their anger, their grief into something positive, and I'll talk about that in later videos. However, thank you for watching, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Nicholas, and on my channel I talk about witchcraft, Wicca, paganism, self-love, manifestation, and all manner of spiritual topics. So if you're interested in those types of things, Please like, join this amazing community. Please click the bell icon so you'll be notified each time I post a new video. And if you've been here for a while, thank you for your continuous support. Welcome back, and thank you for your continuous support. I'm grateful to all of you who follow me here, because I couldn't continue doing these videos and I wouldn't really have a channel, because it's you, my audience, that create this channel, because I'm just putting a message out, knowledge, and I'm grateful for your support, for following me here and just helping the channel grow and expand. I'm grateful to you all. Many blessings, and until next time, have a great day. May meet again. Blessed be.